There's a chain that breaks more men than poverty, fear, or even failure. A chain that tightens around the neck every time you hesitate to speak your mind. Every time you post something and wait for likes. Every time you hold back, water yourself down, or adjust your power just to fit in. It's the chain of validation. And most men wear it with pride, thinking it's armor. But it's not armor. It's a leash. They want to be seen as good, as nice, as polite, as agreeable. They want approval from women, applause from strangers, nods from weak men, and respect from crowds who'd never bleed for them. They bend, they shrink, they perform. They walk through life as performers, actors reading scripts written by fear, not kings writing laws written by fire. You ever wonder why you hesitate before telling the truth? Why you play it safe? Why you hide behind false humility, self-deprecating jokes, and soft answers? It's not morality. It's not tact. It's not wisdom. It's fear. Fear of what they'll think. Fear of being judged. Fear of being alone. Fear of not being liked. But let me give you the law of this doctrine. You were not born to be liked. You were born to be legendary. And legendary men are rarely loved while they live. Marcus Aurelius didn't write Meditations for fans. He wrote it for himself, as a weapon to keep his mind sharp while ruling an empire and carrying the burden of every Roman soul on his shoulders. He didn't beg for applause. He didn't post his thoughts and wait for validation. He wrote them in the dark. For war, for clarity, for self-command. And that's exactly what you must learn. If your sense of worth can be raised or lowered by opinions, you're not free. If you adjust your energy based on who's watching, you're not real. If you only speak truth when it's safe, you're not powerful. You are their puppet. Your strings are pulled by the moment. Your worth is leased to the crowd. Your identity is shaped by echo. And that's how weak men live. That's how lost men die. Unnoticed, unmourned, forgotten. But you didn't crawl out of the dirt just to smile for their approval. You didn't survive your darkness just to bow for applause. You were built in silence, molded by pain, tempered by fire. And now you speak not to please, but to carve reality. You move, not to be accepted, but to reshape the ground you walk on. You weren't born to follow. You weren't born to beg. You weren't born to dance for attention. You were born to command. And the first command is this: cut the strings. They sold you the lie early. Blend in, be liked, play nice. They told you that success is measured by how many people approve of you, how many friends you have, how many followers, how many compliments, how many nods and smiles you collect like cheap coins. And every time you swallowed that lie, you gave away your power. Because here's the truth. The man who needs the crowd can never lead it. The man who fears disapproval can never speak prophecy. The man who wants to be understood by everyone will never be remembered by anyone. Look around. Look at the men who change nothing, move nothing, build nothing. They are all addicts, not to drugs, but to opinions. They chase praise like it's oxygen. One bad comment, they fold. One dirty look, they retreat. One woman pulling away, they collapse. That is not masculinity. That is dependency. And dependency is death for men like us. You want to lead? You want to dominate? You want to be sovereign? Then you must become immune to their reactions. Whether they cheer or boo, you remain. Whether they laugh or whisper, you continue. Whether they follow or leave, you walk your path anyway. Because when a man no longer craves approval, something terrifying happens. He becomes ungovernable. He becomes untouchable. He becomes divine. They can't manipulate you with guilt. They can't bait you with flattery. They can't steer you with silence. You're done performing. You're done explaining. You're done bending. You've cut the strings. And now you walk like a man who belongs to nothing but his code. Your speech becomes sharp. Your energy becomes heavy. Your presence becomes uncomfortable for the fake. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you selfish. They'll call you cold. Let them. They called every great man those same words before building statues in his image. You're not here to be safe. You're here to make the weak nervous. You're here to disturb the comfort of the crowd. That's how you know you're moving right. They won't understand you, but they'll feel you. They won't like you, but they'll remember you. They won't support you, but they'll never forget your name. And that's the point. So from this day forward, you speak without permission. You act without apology. You walk without explanation. And if they don't like it, good. Let them choke on their own weakness. You are not here to be digestible. You are not here to be pleasing. You are not here to soften your fire for the comfort of shadows. You are the blade. You are the disruption. You are the storm they pretend to ignore until you tear their world apart. Let them gossip. Let them whine. Let them point fingers. Because when the smoke clears and the weak have vanished into irrelevance, you'll still be standing. Not because they accepted you, but because you never needed them. This is the third doctrine of the shadow army. Let the sheep chase applause. Let the peasants crave likes. You walk alone, not because you're empty, but because you're full of something they can't carry. Purpose, conviction, and war. You are not their puppet. You are not their toy. You are not their source of comfort. You are a force. And from this moment forward, you answer to no one but the throne inside you. Bow to nothing, speak like you were sent by fire, and burn your name into time, with or without their permission.